Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to use the Westside inverse leg curl machine. This video is intended for the Untamed Strength members just so they could know how to use it. But I'm going to make this video public just for anyone who cares to see, who, if you're like me, you like seeing new pieces of equipment. Maybe you're in the market searching for one of these. So here we go. A traditional hamstring curl machine, your body is stationary and your feet move to train your hamstrings. For this machine, your feet are stationary, your body moves. This is an assisted Nordic hamstring curl. You might be more familiar with that. So this bar actually acts as support or assistance. So let me show you how to set yourself up. So the first thing I would do is make sure this chest piece and the ankle supports are out of the way so it's easier to get in and out. So I'm going to adjust this with this pin here and I'm going to move that out of the way. Next thing I'm going to do is change this foot plate. So this foot plate goes forward and back based on your height. So if you are taller, this is going to go back farther. If your legs are shorter, this is going to go closer to the knee pad here. So what I like to do is, I'm actually going to show with the adjustment, one sec. So I'll put my knees right in the middle of the pad, in the middle of this knee pad, middle from this orientation. I'm going to put my feet back and my feet should touch this plate. So this is too far back right now. To adjust this front to back, you're going to need to loosen this tightening knob here. So make sure it's loose or it's not going to move. From there, I'll pull this pin and I'll scoot this forward, probably to there. Make sure it's in place. Check and see, knee in the middle of the pad. That's good enough for me. And then I'm going to tighten this down. This gets rid of any of this play here. So tighten this down. There we go, it doesn't move. Now, knee, feet are in place. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get in position here, and then I'm going to drop this down on top of my ankles. So when you get in and out of this thing, don't use this as a support beam. Don't pull on it as you stand up or get onto the machine. Just put your knees up on the pads and then put your feet in place. So I'm going to go here and here. Now once I'm here, I'm going to reach back, pull this pin, and let this drop down to the top of my ankles. And make sure it's in place. So it's good there, it's not moving. Tug on it. You don't want to find out that it's loose when you start to do the movement. So my feet are in place. Now, this bar starts on your chest. So I'm going to pull this pin right here. And I'm going to bring this closer to my chest. Right about there is good. This is going to go up and down, so there is a tightening knob here. So loosen this knob first. And you can raise this up and down. I like to put this around my nipple height, maybe upper chest area. You can put this lower if you want. So if you put this low down here, it's going to be less assistance. The movement's going to be more difficult. I like to just keep it the same, keep it right at my chest height, and then tighten this knob to get rid of any of this movement, any of this play. So from here, I'm about ready to start. But one of the most important things, the weight on the pins. So this loading pin down here is where you load weight. Now, that weight is helping me. It is assisting me. So the more weight that I have on that loading pin, the easier it is. The less weight that I have on the loading pin, the more difficult it is. If I have 300 pounds on there, it's going to give me 300 pounds of assistance. If there's 100 pounds, it's only 100 pounds of assistance. So don't make the rookie mistake of hopping on this machine and saying, well, it's my first time, so I'm not going to add any weight. Because then you're just going to do a full body weight Nordic hamstring curl, which is really difficult. So again, more weight, more assistance. Less weight, less assistance. So once you're in position, there's one more thing I'll say. If you want to change this chest support, where it starts and where it ends, you can. So I could do this, put it down there, so that the first half of the movement is all me, it's my body weight, which is more challenging. And then I'll go down and it'll release assistance halfway up. You could do increase the difficulty that way. What I like to do is just keep this consistent. So this helps me the whole time. Just change the assistance over here on the weight. So once you're ready to go, you can put your hands in front of your body, the side of your body, behind your body, or just grab like this. I'm going to slowly resist the movement using my hamstrings. I'm going to go down. Once my legs feel like they're pretty straight, pull back up with the hamstrings. It's important to go slow on the way down. That's half the movement. You're resisting your body weight on the way down. So I'm resisting my body weight, using my hamstrings on the way down. Once my legs are extended, pull back up. I see some people overextending, so they'll go down really, really low. That is not making the movement harder, and it's making it easier, and it's not adding to anything. You're using a lot of momentum, and they're getting their thighs to rest on the pad, which is allowing them to spring up, and it's giving more assistance. Don't do that. So when I'm here, I'll show you what I mean. Here, I can start pulling my hamstrings, but you keep going, my thighs are resting on the pad, I'm overextending, I'm using my back now to just fly back up. Don't do that. Come down. Once I feel like my thighs touch the pad, pull back up. I don't even have to go all the way up because there's no assistance or resistance at the top. I go here, resist, down, pull with the hamstrings. Good. Back down. Try to keep your hips underneath you. So your hips are underneath your shoulders. Don't stick your butt back. Try to fight the urge when you come up to push your butt back like this. Keep your hips underneath you. The only thing that's moving would be your knee joints. So the knee joint is moving, my hip joint is not. Here, pull back up. There are handles at the bottom just in case you get stuck. So if I go down and you're stuck at the bottom here, just place your hands on these handles to kind of push yourself back up. Once you're done with the movement, you're going to do everything in reverse. So don't try to climb out of this thing where it's all in position. What I instead do is pull this pin, get the chest piece out of your way, so it's not in the way anymore, and lift this up. Grab this pin, pull this up, now I can get out of the machine. You go here and here. Make sure to wipe down the machine when you're done. Put your weights away. Try down time.